Welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and welcome to Selecto Chedraui. In my opinion, the best grocery store in Playa del Carmen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Just for context, we have a map here. I've already circled Selecto Chedraui. It is at the corner of 10th and 34th Street, but I want to circle this section right here. This is Soriana. We also call it Mega. It's a great grocery store, and I'll circle this one right here. This is the Walmart. So these are kind of the three big grocery stores in Playa del Carmen, but we are going to do a walk through Chedraui right now. Let's go. Good morning from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Another beautiful day here. Sun is shining. You can tell from my shadow there. I'm gonna head into the grocery store here. And first thing I'm going to do is read you some information. It's gonna be about 2.5 minutes of information about the store, when it started, the layout, etc. So here I go. I'm going to read some information to you, then I will come back and I'll give you my thoughts and views on this grocery store while I show you around, and you can have a look at it and look at the salad bar there. Like it's in my opinion, it's the best grocery store in Playa del Carmen. So I'll start reading now. The new Chedraui Select Grocery Store. After waiting a while for the construction to be completed and the store installed, the new Chedraui Select Grocery Store is now open. You can find this new grocery store at the corner of 10th Avenue and 34th Street. This is a new welcome addition to the northern end of the downtown that will not only give people a nicer store to shop in, but it will also be much more accessible to people. For most people, the best option was the Mega or Soriana that I pointed out on the map, or Walmart in the center. Both of these were on 30th Ave. As Playa has developed northward, this is a great addition to the area that will even out coverage of grocery stores. What is a Chedraui Select Store? Chedraui is a Mexican brand grocery store. They also operate in 4 western states in the United States under the name El Super. There are already several Chedraui stores in Playa del Carmen, but this is the first Select of the brand. The Chedraui Select is the upmarket version. There are marble tiled floors, wider wine selection, prepared foods, and more gourmet snacks and food options. As far as it goes in comparison to other Chedraui Select stores, this one is decent, but not the top of the line. They do have time to develop and see what the community wants from the market. What does the Chedraui Select have? At the entrance, you have a prepared food area followed by meat and cheese counters. There's also a bakery in the store. You can expect a wider range of wines for a supermarket. Prices when compared to La Europa, the main liquor store in Playa, are more expensive in general in Chedraui Select. The meat section is significant. Probably the biggest advantage to shopping here is the overall experience. It is organized and clean and not too crowded. The fruits and vegetables section is nice. There is not much difference between other grocery stores except the display options. With Playa being a tourist town after all, you can pick up some souvenirs here also in the certain section. There are plenty of checkouts and people working to bag the groceries. Be sure to tip the people bagging. Many are older people on small pensions. Since parking all around the grocery store is metered and limited, there is underground parking. You can exit the store and take the ramp down to your car if you drive here. Okay, there you have it. Some information, some background information. So this store has been here at least a year. As a Canadian, this store seems the most, I'm going to say North American, most Canadian, most American. My other Canadian friends and American friends that I've met down here would agree with that. Most of them do shop here. We shopped last year at the Soriana or the Mega over on Constituciente and 30th. They did not have as much selection of Canadian or American products. Ice cream would be one thing. There are some Krispy Kreme. You're not going to get those at the other grocery stores in Playa. So the reason a lot of North Americans come here is probably number one, it seems very clean. The layout seems very familiar for a Canadian or American. Peanut butter is another thing that we're looking at there, that you'll have options here. Syrup or for pancakes, also there's more options here, more cereal options. So as we look around and I walk around the grocery store here, number one would be cleanliness. Number two, it's a familiar layout. Number three, there's a lot more products here and options that would be available in your Canadian or American grocery stores that you would be familiar with. And maybe you come down to Mexico here to try something new. And if so, I get it. But it seems like it's got the best of both worlds. Here you have some delicacies that are Mexican. So you're gonna get the Canadian, American, and Mexican options. The meat section is fairly big. It's got a lot of stuff, a lot of options. And most of the people I've chatted with lately are snowbirds. They're down here for 1 to 4 or 5 months. And this is where the majority of them do their shopping. A difference is the eggs here are not refrigerated, unlike in Canada. And so they have a few little differences here. The one thing I would point out that is different is that the supply chain does not seem as steady as it would be in Canada. For example, there might be a certain type of yogurt that you get in Canada or you get here. Maybe you come down here and you find a certain yogurt you really like down here. It'll be there for a week and then it won't be there for 2 or 3 weeks. And you're thinking, well, where is it? Like you go back to the same place in the store, it's just not there. 2 or 3 weeks later, it shows up. You go, oh, okay, I'm gonna grab it again. So if you're looking for that consistency of Canada or the States, you are not gonna get that here in Mexico. And I'm not sure if it's a supply chain thing, if it's a post-COVID thing, or what it is. But all I'm gonna say, if you're looking for certain types of yogurt, let's say cookies, let's say chips, certain items, you might get something and try something and go, man, I love this. Go back the next day and it's not there. And it won't be back there for 2 or 3 weeks. And then it comes back again. And then sometimes, I've even asked some of the workers, where is this? And they go, oh, no more. You'll never have it again. No, it will never be back. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, it's back. So they don't even know it's coming. And even when the product does come back, they've got the posting of the prices, but they just shove all the stuff on the shelves there, and it might not associate with the price, whatever the product and the price there. So sometimes you have to bring it up to the corner here, and I'm gonna come around, there's a little machine there where you can just scan the barcode to see how much it is. Because often the pricing beside the product is not actually the price of the product. Because how do I know this? We got some syrup that was made in Canada, and I wanted some pancakes, and it said underneath it was like 19 pesos. Well, we took it, and you can see the scanner machine just up ahead there. They're walking by it right now. There's a little scanner thing right there, and you can scan it. But anyways, I got this syrup, said from Canada. I thought, awesome, gonna have some pancakes. I take it up, they scan it. It was almost $30, 30 Canadian dollars for a little thing of syrup because they'd imported it. But it did not have the price, did not go with where the product was on the shelf. So when in doubt, I head over to that kind of scanner thing and I scan each product just if I'm when in doubt, just to make sure I know how much the price is. So this section here is kind of a souvenir section, and so if you're down here looking for souvenirs too, they're pretty good prices, probably better than you'd get on Fifth Ave. You can see those little souvenirs there. And so for me, got a lot of chocolates here that you would get in Canada and the States also. And I'll also talk about the baggers when you go, and it's good to tip those people that are bagging. Most of them are pretty old, and some of them are there on pension and they're not getting paid at all to be here to bag your stuff. So I've been told by most locals and most other people just to tip them, maybe whatever, 5, 10, 20 pesos for, and make sure if you bring your bags, just give them to them and they will pack them up. I think that's all I want to say. I'll probably just continue the walk here and I'll let you watch as long as you want. I will say that this is my favorite store. What does it have different than Soriana and Walmart? Well, it's just the cleanliness. It's probably the products. This place, the layouts, and it looks more kind of Canadian and American. Soriana or Mega is what we call it. We shopped at that one all last year for 4 months. We liked it just because of the proximity to where we are staying. And this one would be a little bit farther, and if you got to walk with all those groceries, because we don't have a car, we're just walking around here as snowbirds. So that's why we went to Mega last year, and we are happy that we are closer to this place, the Chedraui here, because we don't have to walk as far with the groceries, and we can make more kind of trips, just short trips. Come in, have 2 or 3 bags, fill them up, whatever, every day or every couple days. And also they've got more North American products that we're familiar with, especially if you're looking for a certain water softener or something for your detergent and you've got sensitive skin. It seems like they're here where you're not going to get them at the Walmart or Mega. So you might not see something at Mega, you might go over to Walmart, but if you come here, I think this is the place that has the most North American products that you might be most familiar with. And if you want to branch out and try some new Mexican food or some options, this is a place. Look at that kind of layout there with the, like that's with the shrimp and the prawns and the lobster tails. You're not going to get that at Walmart. You're not going to get that at Mega. This is another level up, and it is similar to Canadian or American stores. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment section there. This is at the corner of 10th and 34th Street, and it seems like Playa del Carmen is moving north on 5th Street, and those other 2 big stores, Mega and Walmart, we're at 30th and Constituciente. So because, and that's a little bit farther south, and that's why you get a lot more kind of North Americans staying in condos and Airbnbs and apartments around this area now. They popped this store up, and this store is doing good business. And it does get a little bit busy sometimes. There's also a self-checkout there too, if you like doing that. So I'm gonna let the next maybe 2 or 3 minutes play. You can walk around, you can kind of see what they got and what they don't got and the prices and stuff like that. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment section. I want to say thanks for coming along on the walk with me. I'll say ciao for now, like I usually do. And if you want me to go to another grocery store or another place and do a little walk around and put a video out, just let me know. So I will see you next time. Walking around like this, I'm getting hungry right now. Bye-bye.